Hey guys, Josh here. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about mobility. My biggest and best friend in the gym is mobility. All those lacrosse balls, foam rollers, voodoo bands, and possibly barbells if you're crazy enough. They can be your friend for many, many different reasons, and we focus highly on them in the Fundamentals 2 class, and you should be as well in your normal classes. The reason and the focus behind mobility, positions of restriction. You can think of positions of restriction as being the bottom of your squat, your overhead position, your front rack position. Those are positions that typically are restricted due to the immobility in joints and the surrounding tissue around those joints. So we focus highly on those positions because that's the position we need to be able to get into. So if you can mimic those positions in your mobility, in your stretching and whatever you're doing, it's going to help and greatly improve those positions when that barbell is in your hand. Number two, better control. We always need to be able to hit the proper positions when we're going through, if it was a complicated lift like a snatch or a clean, or if it's a little bit easier lift like a squat. If I can get better control of my body and be able to mobilize in a way that I can control my body better, it's going to lead to better movement pattern and mechanics in that movement as well. So mobility is going to help control and be able to control my body a little bit better in all those positions and all those movements. Number three, improved body's ability to be loaded. We talk a lot about being able to carry load in here, right? All the weights, all the barbells in here are only for one specific purpose, and that's to load our bodies to challenge positions. So the mobility aspect of this teaches us that we need to load our bodies in ways that our bodies are meant to carry a weight, and that is typically closest to our spine. So if we're in an overhead position per se, and my hands are above my head, but I can't get them directly over my spine, meaning that barbell is going to be out in front of me, hey, that weight's going to be a lot harder for me to maintain and tax my shoulders and the muscles around my shoulders a lot more than if I were to mobilize and be able to carry that weight nice and overhead and over in line with my spine. And lastly, number three ties into number four as well, safety aspect of it. Being able to get my joints in full range of motion so I can load my body better and move my body the way that it's supposed to be moving is the number one reason we do mobility in here. We need to focus on that so that we start the recovery process as soon as possible after the day's workout, so that the next day coming in, we're not starting in a deficit and doing our body more harm than good. So the safety aspect of it is huge. Get your mobility mind right and check it out.